Ooh, do I say it now? We're good?
Are you guys?
Oh, okay.
Hello.
So,
Welcome.
I'm screenshotting questions.
I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Evie.
And I'm Cooper.
And this is Living for Crits.
Sup?
Did the mic? Did she break the mic? Was it too loud? Yeah, I tried fixing things. So Greg and Keith are here. Can we have what do you need, Jen? We are missing coasters. Which tea is this? Is that mine? Does it matter?
Who's this?
They're the same, but special, equally special.
Is it mint?
Do they have candy canes in them?
Oh my gosh!
What? Whoa!
Oh
my gosh, what?
I was looking at the thing, okay? You know
Okay.
the thing Greg sent us last time? He sent it to us now, but it rhymes.
Oh my gosh.
Beatbox when it rhymes.
All right. Well, I hope everyone's having a good night. We're just like messing around over here, not even paying attention. So, what's up, Eric?
That's so funny.
All right. So anyway, welcome to Living Crits, and we are here and not 100% paying attention. We are back in the Walls Dungeon Tavern.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We finally figured out the whole camera thing down here and all that crap. So that's good, and stuff. And I guess news-wise, besides the fact being down here, big news, Glowburn's back. So make sure you check out your Glowburn podcast. That's a big deal. And
That's pretty much it.
that's it. Tonight's show is about Nebin Pendlebrook's Perilous Pantry, which is an adventure that both Judge Evie and I have GM'd.
Oh my god, I was probably supposed to write notes for it.
And
didn't.
I have played in.
And Cooper played in.
I should have written notes.
So let's have our Judge Evie presides first then.
We have an exciting thing tonight.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Is Cooper gonna help us beatbox to this?
No, I can't beatbox.
Yes, you can. You beatbox all the time and go.
All right, so we got what's the question here?
No, Cooper, just do the backbeat. We'll do the question first. This one's from Landon.
What's the back?
Landon, we got a question from you.
Or Landon K. I'm
Landon
sorry.
K.
And it says, wild question. Hello, Judge Evie. What is the wildest, most unexpected thing that has happened while running or playing in an RPG? From Landon, this email has found you. That's what's
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
look so washed out.
What's the wildest thing? Being washed out.
No, I look washed out.
Well, speak of wild thing.
I'm thinking.
We lost 3 viewers just now.
Oh.
Just you thinking of wild thing.
Okay. You go first. I'm thinking.
The question was to you. What's the wildest thing?
I'm thinking.
What was the question again?
What's the most wildest thing that's happened to you in RPG?
Like the wildest thing? I mean, there's some crazy wild things that have happened.
I have something.
What do you have, Cooper?
Beating my thing in like a day.
You can discuss beating the adventure in a day in a second, all right? But that's not a wild. If it gets wild, you think beating Nebin Pendlebrook in one setting is wild?
It would take at least 2.
I thought it would take you 2 or 3
beats
days.
Nebin in what?
Yeah, but Cooper plays for like an hour and then he's done.
Yeah,
All right.
My character's.
I'm gonna say that the wildest thing that has at least occurred in recent times. I'm gonna go for some recent times is when your characters in X-Crawl got uploaded into Grimtooth's Rapsylvania.
I have mine's just like a game in total. But like there's the one section of the game.
What game?
My drift. The one you had to say it's all a dream, with the Duke and the
breeding.
breeding.
The one where you're trying to breed the Dukes.
Yeah, you wanted Dukelings.
You can't just take a Duke and breed Dukes.
I mean, I think yeah. I'm not gonna go any farther.
We're good.
We're good.
That happened. Anyway.
We need Oodies. What's an
hoodies.
Oodie?
I think it means hoodies. This is a hoodie. No, it's not.
I'm so hot right now. Like I can't wear a hood.
I have a. What's an Oodie?
What's an Oodie?
I think it's like a equivalent.
Wait, should I look it up?
I think it's a hoodie without a hood.
No, let's go to the next
No,
segment.
I want to know what an Oodie is now.
No, I think we should go to the next segment.
Wait, it's just the beatboxing.
Right.
It's an oversized blanket.
Why do we want that?
Oh, it's like Evie.
Oh, I own one of these.
Yeah,
well, why do we want this?
It's like.
I have an Oodie. It's
pink.
Go to the next question.
Yeah, mine's pink.
Next
I have one.
question, Evie.
Okay. It's not a question. That's the only question we got. But, it's just Greg's beatboxing. I think it's the magical item he had last time.
Did we not
I don't-
beatbox it last time?
No, we did, but now he made us we could beatbox it and it rhymes.
How do I?
You want to do
what's
it again?
Yeah,
what's
it started out with a I started out with description complete, but I'm changing it now so it might have a beat.
All right, let's do it again. Ready? Here we go.
Okay. A clear crystal vial with contents inky black is tossed to the ground so the crystal will crack. The contents will spread to a space 10 by 10. The floor low is 10 feet. Must I say it again? It's right on the label, a pit in the potion. Me opponents will quail at the very notion. They best had run away. Make the nasty retreat. Wait. They best run away, beat the hasty retreat, lest the floor open up and they swallow their feet. Tis agility, athletics, or maybe reflex, or whatever, say reflex your decks. Fail and fall, take appropriate pain, and sped to the next one crawling out again. While the potion thrower strikes to your while prone, oh how this magic has caused you to moan. It's not quite as dire being tossed in the ocean. Respect in the power at the pit of a potion. Oh, I couldn't stay with it. There's so many words.
I helped Dad.
That
so
wasn't
many
bad.
words. Look at
I
That-
helped. Wait, Evie, let me see.
That wasn't bad. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Greg, for that one.
Yes.
That's now part of our beatbox magical item by Greg.
The one time I actually get to show my beatbox
Send us
online.
more items.
Send us more things to beatbox. And
Yes.
any questions to Judge Evie Presides is dccjudgeevie@gmail.com. On to Nebin. All right. So let's chat for a bit. And the reason we've got Cooper here again is Cooper played through Nebin Pendlebrook's Perilous Pantry on or around Thanksgiving, right?
Yes, I think it was like a couple days before that.
And we've got our Jordan Forge stuff out here for our next adventure, which is Tower Out of Time, which Cooper wants to play on
Alright.
Christmas.
Cause Christmas.
Well, when you run a game, you become Judge Cooper. You know that, right?
I've never run a game.
But when you do run a game, you become Judge
I don't
Cooper.
think I'm going to.
Okay, whatever. So let's do this review, and we're gonna try to do the best we can with the review with having more than just me here. And we're gonna discuss just some details of the adventure,
You're
And-
probably going to do the official stuff.
and then
we'll just
we're gonna
start
get Cooper's take and your take on it. Okay?
Why does Cooper get to go first?
Because
I played
Cooper, when you played it most recently.
It,
So Nebin Pendlebrook's Perilous Pantry is a dungeon crawl classics adventure by Mark Bishop and published by Purple Sorcerer Games. The author is Mark Bishop. The editor was John Marr. The cover art is John Marr. The interior art is either Mark Bishop or John Marr. I believe that is John Marr's. I think the cartography is Mark Bishop for sure. There's some of the cartography in the book. It's pretty sweet. Perfect for zooming. The editors, John Marr, covers John Marr. I missed anybody? Pretty much Mark Bishop and John Marr made this whole thing happen together. It's one of the earlier Purple Sorcerer Games adventures. And as a lot of you know, I love anything Purple Sorcerer's done. We just finished Escape from the Shrouded Fen last week with our Sunday group. And everything they put out is pure gold. So I always recommend their stuff. And this is one of the early ones. It's a 0-level funnel. And it is just kind of a very sweet, very enjoyable adventure. So the back of it, Judge Evie, why don't you read the back of this module
Oh, yeah.
of what the details are?
Should I read that cool voice?
You just read it clearly so they can understand it, so they're going to buy it.
I can
read
sell
it
this.
like in your normal voice.
Yes.
No, I'm not reading it in my normal voice. I don't do that. Nebin Pendlebrook's Perilous Pantry. The tiny village of Bitterweed Barrow is unaccustomed to the mysterious tunnels, missing halflings, or the need for brave adventurers. But now, it has all three. Can a band of gong farmers and shoe cobblers muster the courage to descend into the darkness and confront the terror that awaits beyond Nebin Pendlebrook's unexpectedly perilous pantry? Should I read the
Yeah.
Okay. designed to be completed in a single furious session. This instant action adventure drops your players into a peril straight away. Dangerous foes, wicked traps, and ancient secrets await.
So at first glance, nice job.
Thank you.
If you open this module, at first glance, it seems like a fairly straightforward dungeon crawl where you advance from room to room, and you do have some choice in the adventure of the path you're going to take as you make your way towards the end of the module, the big bad sequence. But what makes this adventure unique is that every room has a really fun character and flair to it that makes it feel both unusual, unexpected, fun, but also challenging. So and again, as always, spoiler warning, there's a room you enter early on that has a pair of fountains that you can drink from, as well as these two-headed beast dogs, and a doorway that opens up to the unknown, like a time and space void.
Yeah, and I remember that.
You didn't go through that door.
Yeah, but I remember talking about it.
You remember the fountains though, right?
Yeah.
And you said you weren't drinking from either.
Yeah.
Right.
I also remember the surprise part.
Which one?
Where after the game you showed me that if I went to that room, that thing would come out of the wall.
Oh yes.
I have no one.
I gave Cooper some behind the scenes stuff. So question early here, and send your questions as we go through this, from Keith. Is it playable in 4 hours, aka a con game? It actually is designed to be played in 4 hours, or in a con length game. You could play it, you could rush it in about 3.5. 4 hours is perfect. And there, like anything that's good and awesome from Purple Sorcerer, you can add some details on the front end if you want, as well as the back part of it, to make it a longer module. You can even add some rooms, add some additional encounters. It would not be hard to do so. So I love the rooms in this adventure. I love all the weird bits and pieces. Like there's a magical item that's a hand on a stick, right, Evie?
Yep.
And you feature this in your games many times, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell the players or the viewers the hand on a stick?
Oh, yeah. So, like, I barely remember what it does, but I remember what happened with it in my game. So, should I talk about that?
Yeah, it's a peculiar artifact, a massive 4-fingered hand affixed to the end of an oaken branch. Now, Cooper's character, Ember, never got to this point because you skipped around it, which is fine.
I like to go through it pretty quickly.
I just remember people going up to it, and they were like, what is this? And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, I'm going to touch it. And so they took it. And they used it. And
wow, that's really a very detailed...
Yeah.
They wanted to touch the hand.
Mm-hmm. I have a better story with the other stick thing.
As an intro adventure goes, I think it's a perfect introduction to Dungeon Crawl Classics, in that much like adventures such as Sailors on a Starless Sea, or also adventures just like you call it Portal Under the Stars.
Portal Under the Stars.
It does a good job showcasing DCC as being more than just a zero-level adventure. First-level adventure is just killing goblins or kobolds. You are dealing with bizarre undead creatures, powers beyond time and space.
I'm adding to the review.
And stuff like that. Because in DCC, you know, one of the fun aspects of Dungeon Crawl Classics is that the adventure is supposed to feel like a first-level character can take part in a world-shattering adventure just by the point of being there. I'm not sure how much fun this part is for me with you saying it like this.
It's weird. Like,
it is very bizarre.
It's content, you know. I'm adding content.
It's a good adventure for funnels.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, but we played this as a solo module for a second-level character, which is what Cooper played as. And he just yawned. In addition, if you go to our YouTube, I think it's on YouTube. Let me just double check. Did I do the viewing of this on Nebin Pendlebrook on YouTube? Let me double check.
Wait, we got a thing here from Dr. Moggs.
We're gonna come back to it in a second.
Well, I can't see the chat, so I don't know what's happening.
Just give me a second here. Read his thing.
No, I refuse to read that.
I can't.
That is not nice.
Please swap around the Kremlin and the Bard.
I'm not going back there.
What's the Kremlin and the Bard?
I don't know.
I think he's calling me a bard, and he's been calling Cooper that.
The Kremlin?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The Kremlin and the Bard.
He said Cooper's a Kremlin early on, and I think because I was thinking he called me a bard.
Does he mean a gremlin? A Kremlin is like...
What's a Kremlin?
A Kremlin is like the state building in Russia.
We're going to Russia. Wait,
All right, there is a viewing of this, and like, hold on, let me take a. I'm gonna post this in the chat here for us.
We're not swapping places. I'm cooler than Cooper is.
So I just posted, if you'd like to see what this adventure looks like in a Dwarven Forge build, which we did, you could follow the link I just posted in the Twitch chat, but I also put it in the I'll put it in the show notes in the comment section, so you can go ahead and watch that video if you want. It's how we built the Dwarven Forge layout for this module.
And doesn't it give it like a good explanation of what's going to happen in it?
Yeah, you can kind of see, and what I changed, because I had to change a few things to the actual module, because I just didn't have the room to build everything here.
Because we only have that small, like a pretty small table.
I mean, it's a good size. It's what, 7 feet by 3 feet?
Yeah,
I think.
It's a pretty good table, but like when it's like long ways, it's good, but in another way, it's like not that big.
Well, Cooper, why don't you tell our viewers what you did in this adventure and why you enjoyed it?
I ran through it.
But tell the viewers what that means.
It means I just skipped a lot of stuff.
Well, I think it's important at this point to talk about what is the character you play in the game?
I played as Ember.
And who is Ember?
He's a fox man with a buddy Dave.
And Dave is a cold spellcasting penguin, right?
Yes.
And
There's
Ember.
a picture of him right here.
Right, we do. There is a picture, a giant blown up cut. We got this picture that was commissioned, and we had it done. And he has a commissioned miniature as well. Well, not commissioned. I did his miniature. I painted it so it matches his picture there. It's a Hero Forge miniature.
I customized it.
I printed it.
And you painted it.
And I painted it.
And then he painted another picture.
Ember, essentially, when it comes to mechanics, is a 2nd level thief. But I also gave him the 2-weapon fighting abilities of halflings. So he has two like Wolverine claws that he fights with. And you play Ember much like Assassin's Creed, correct?
Yes, because in one of the adventures I literally tried to jump and kill him.
But I think what's important for the viewers here is how you play thieves. Is your idea of a successful adventure, Cooper, is not beating down every monster, but is getting through the adventure without being detected, right?
Yeah, because since I'm a stealth, and it's good that since I'm stealth, since I played Assassin's Creed, I know a pretty good amount about stealth.
So I think it's very interesting about Cooper's play style in general for how he's played this character, both as a fantasy age character, which is where this character started in, and now in Dungeon Crawl Classics, is that he plays this character with the goal of not being detected, not being seen, moving through the adventure as fast as possible, and if there's a bad guy, taking the bad guy out.
And if there's something I don't know if it's a bad guy, like what we did in the game I just played, I like stealthed my way up and then checked if it was alive, if it was bad.
Well, it's like the room that you scanned where you saw the giant worm under the ground. You saw the worm moving about, and you decided you're not going in.
Well, did I actually see it?
There was an area where you were looking in the room. I had you make a luck roll. You passed it, and you noticed that the ground was churning and something was going to come up out of the ground. And
wasn't it the same thing that came out of the wall in that one room?
Correct. It came out of the wall later, and you're like, no, I'm out of here. So you did deal with the last boss, which was kind of hard for you, right?
Yeah.
You almost died in that last scene, didn't you?
Yeah, but at least I figured out that the ice was the same power that Dave had, and then he melted the ice while I took care of the monster.
In the last scene, there is a wizard encased in ice, and his penguin, his war penguin, his battle spellcasting ice penguin, he was able to unlock the frozen sorcerer with his own penguin ice powers.
Hey, Dad, can you enlarge the thing so I can see the chat real quick?
The chat says, no, I can't. It says, haha, great characters from Keith, sounds cool. And he said a big nope, I guess, for you fighting the worm.
Yes, that's actually kind of true.
Judge Evie, why don't you talk about why you've run this adventure more than I have?
I've run this adventure a lot of times.
So why do you like running this adventure?
Oh, okay. I have actually a really great reason. It's very much related to the adventure. So this was the first adventure I ran because he told me to. And he said, it's easy. And I said, okay, cool. So I read it, and it's like the first adventure I actually understood in my brain. So I was like, you know what? I'll run this. And then time after time again, I just didn't feel like reading another adventure. So I just ran this one a whole crap ton of a lot.
What?
That's pretty much why I've run it so much.
A whole crap ton of a lot?
Yeah.
But what are some of the things you like in this adventure in particular?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me find it. This dude. This guy.
It's just a stick.
No, it's got a mouth on it.
He's a man.
It's my favorite thing.
You didn't even find this, Cooper.
It is my favorite thing.
It's a stick with a mouth on it.
Because it freaks everybody out at the table. Because it just goes, help me, help me.
It's like a fairy.
That's what it does. And so what I would do is everyone would go up to it, and okay. So there's this one game I had, and they found the stick and they took it with them, the help me stick, right? And they put it in.
You called it the help me stick?
Apparently.
That's what they called it.
Okay.
They named it Sticky.
Sticky
Where the heck
stick?
is it?
Sticky the
That's
help me
very.
stick.
Where's that fountain thingy thing?
Don't
This
know.
thing right here. There's the fountain, right? And it does cool stuff when you put stuff in it, you know?
Okay.
Doesn't it? Or did I make that up? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Let me guess. You put the stick in.
Oh yeah, it gives 1d4 temporary hit points if you go into this fountain, right? And so the people didn't want to actually go. Ew! What are you doing?
Keep going.
I think Coop looks better now.
Keep going.
So the people put the stick in the fountain because they wanted it, but they didn't want to like put themselves in it yet. They wanted to test something, right? And so they took the talking stick and put it in the fountain, and it says if you go in the fountain, you get 1d4 temporary hit points. And so I just like took a 0 level character sheet and wrote up hit points and named it Sticky.
And the stick was a character.
And the stick was a character.
That's so you.
I know.
That
That's
actually
so
is
on
you.
brand.
That is
I think
actually.
it was pretty great. That's my favorite thing that's happened.
It makes sense. It makes sense because it's
Yeah.
you.
I think in general, one of the best things about this module is that it leaves a lot of room where it doesn't take itself too seriously. There's a lot of silly in it, but also a lot of peril and a lot of room for you as a GM to do whatever you want to add in there and to make some adjustments. Like one of the monsters is like an undead turtle. I didn't have a turtle miniature, so we did an undead crab.
Yeah.
And made some minor changes and
at least I checked to see if it was an actual killer crab and if it was alive.
So minty.
and it was.
Oh, yeah. I forgot how I killed it.
I don't think you did kill it, did you?
Didn't
Oh,
I?
you jumped up and you like sneak attacked it, I think.
Yeah, Dan, I think I got it from the bottom.
You did, I remember it was a very quick kill for you.
Yeah, I literally I one-shot it.
He one-shotted it. But that's the power of a second level character getting an early initiative in a game. With 0 levels, they're not going to one-shot much.
Can I tell them what happened to the dude, Nebin?
Go ahead.
I tapped him on the head and he dissolved.
I think there's a bit more to it than that.
I tapped the pan on his head and then he just like...
We took some creative liberties with this adventure.
He went by.
I remember when I ran this. I don't remember when, but they all killed Nebin.
Is that Gen Con?
I don't know. I remember writing it up, though. I think it was one of the things you write up on the blog.
Would be like the most.
Because I remember writing this.
With the most what, Cooper?
The most reasonable. Because I don't think I've ever heard Evie about.
No, Evie's running outside of Gen Con.
No, I think it was at game nights, and I ran this, and they all killed Nebin, but they had to like tell people like what happened to him. So they were like, I just remember they killed him. And then we're like, he just got missing. We don't know what happened to him.
Like all good DCC adventures, no 2 adventures are alike. So I think we're going to move on here. If there's any other questions about this adventure as we wrap up the show, feel free to drop them in the chat box here. We have no Kickstarter shout-outs for right now. I have nothing really to mention. So if you have anything for us, please email it to us. I will say for the Road Crew shout-outs, I want to toss a huge thanks to Will Keller for helping organize flipcon.org. We raised over $1,000 for Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff.
Thank you.
That's $1 million.
You said $1 million.
I'm sorry, I meant $1,000.
I know we got $1 million bucks.
That would be
Why did I
fun
say $1 million?
Because
That
you
would've
want to
been
be
great.
rich.
I meant $1,000. It wasn't $1 million. That would be really amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
think
$1,000.
Imagine $1 million, like a millionaire.
I don't know why I said $1 million. Why did I say $1 million?
I don't
Did
know.
I say $1 million?
You said $1 million.
Yeah, you said $1 million.
It's $1,000. It was
I was like,
0.1 million. 0.0, right? No, 0.1% million. 0.1% million.
Point a million.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was still a good event. So we still raised a lot of money. So just shows the power of gaming is out there.
To make $1 million bucks off of it, guys.
One thing I'm trying to do right now, as my own personal road crew that I'm doing, if you are interested in Dungeon Crawl Classics or Mutant Crawl Classics for that matter, and you'd like to try it with your home group or your online group, but have no one that wants to run it, and you'd like me to come run it on Zoom, I'd be happy to do that. We can set something up. Just again, you can email dccjudgeev@gmail.com, but the best place to get in touch with me would be to go to Twitter and just hit me at I Live for Crits, and we can connect that way. And I'd be happy to we can have a chat and set up a game. This helps me get through my adventures I want to wrap up for next year. I have a lot of modules to finish. I'm over 50 that I want to beat now. I'm about 11 down so far. But that said, you be happy to run something for you. You can email me actually at Norwin Game Nights. So that's
I don't like hearing
Norwin
that
Game and then Nights KNIGHTS @gmail.com. That's where you can get a hold of me. Actually,
I still don't like that name.
Why?
Well, like the first part of it.
It's been
Yeah, well, we don't really.
So to Eric's point there, he's saying support your local food pantries. Lots of hungry people in America these days, and actually our featured organization for good today is feedingamerica.org. So you can go through there. It's a great program. They have been supporting food banks throughout the U.S. Even throughout the year, and there are a lot of folks out there that are hungry. Another way you can do that is if you can contact local food banks. If you have friends or family that you know are maybe a bit down on their luck this year because of layoffs or just challenges at home, we always offer people, if you need help, let us know. A lot of times people won't let you know they need help. You have to do something for them. So one nice thing to do would be gift cards. Maybe make them anonymous if you think someone won't take it otherwise. Do it that way. If you want to do gift cards for a grocery store, or PayPal them, but PayPal them more than they expected. Do something nice for someone, but don't wait. They're not going to come to you. Oftentimes, I know when we've had hard times, it's fortunately been a while, but when we had them, years ago, we didn't want to go to anyone for help with that. We were, people are Americans especially are too proud to ask for help from people. So, you may have to not wait to be told. You may have to actually go out there and push people. But if you don't know where to give, feedingamerica.org is a great place to start. All right, Judge Evie, where can people find us?
They can find us at I Live for Crits on Twitter, Living for Crits on Instagram that we never use because I forgot about it, and search Living for Crits on YouTube.
All right, so our outro ASMR is going to be a challenge. The microphone's up there. I don't want us to lean into it, so why don't you just whisper?
Why don't we just turn the volume up?
No, I'm not going to do that.
So we can go like this?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to come down here for it.
Cooper can go first.
Sorry for the squeaking.
All right, come over here, Cooper, and do an outro ASMR.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Spit.
Just from there is fine.
I don't know what to do.
Just say something.
Say a word.
Thank you, Cooper. All right, Judge Evie.
I'm not next.
You're not going to do one?
I'm always last. This is a whole thing.
Okay, I'm just going to say, make it easy. Judge Evie.
What did he say?
No.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say, oh, I'm just gonna give a helpful tip.
Give a helpful tip.
You should all buy a sifter for your baked flour, so when you make edible cookie dough, it doesn't look like you have teeth in your mug.
Did you say medical cookie dough?
Because I made cookie dough today, and it looked like there were
I don't
teeth
want
in
you
it.
messing with medical cookie dough.
No, edible. Because it looked like there were teeth in mine.
You're messing with edibles?
No, edible cookie dough. Yeah, I made it, and it looked like there was teeth in it. So I had to take the butter chopper, and I had to cut the teeth out. But now it's good. Now it's in the fridge, and we can all have some now.
That sounds weird though.
That
cutting
sounds
teeth
disgusting.
out.
No, it's good. It's
All
good.
right,
Yeah,
folks.
I didn't.
Thanks for being a part of the show. We'll see you next Sunday. Have a good night.